Jonas, how do you go ahead and move into this final third of the season now where teams are a little bit more cohesive and really starting to play well in the low block against your style? How do you plan to move forward and kind of get that offense going?
Now, of course, we're seeing the game today where we are creating a lot of chances. I think we win the game on all statistical parameters except of the only one that really counts, the result. But we do create enough chances today to score goals. We have some new players coming in. Of course, we need a little bit of time to gel and to get together.
Yeah, back here.
Hey, how's it going? So last week you guys obviously got a win, but for the last 5 games we've kind of had a frustrating result. Can you just comment on the team morale in the locker room?
Strong. It's a really good and driven player group. We have a real emphasis on what we need to improve and what's within our control. It's a tough league this year. Every game will live its own life. You have to be humble. You have to play every game for what it is. Louisville is a strong opponent. Every team here you play are strong opponents. So we need to focus on ourselves, but the players are doing a great job of doing that.
Yes, now hello. So right now the team is tied 4 in defensive goals in the league. Is top 2nd in more goals achieved. Right now it was a goal against. And as you mentioned, statistically, the team was stronger, 22 shots at the end of the match, but still, that goal was not here today. Can you tell us from your perspective, what was the main situation on why there was not a goal, and what's going to go from here?
Yeah, there is obviously a lot of things that goes into that. I think in general, we can play the situations a little bit bigger, a little bit better to create bigger scoring opportunities. I think that's very important in this game here. Of course, it's when you come away from a game like this and you look at our performances, I think what we can be disappointed with is the amount of transitions that we give Louisville, because we know they're very strong on the transitions and we know that's what they want. Other aspects we handled very well. They're a really strong team on set pieces. We have 0 corners against us in the game. So that's a very good strategy if you want to be good at defending corners to not concede any. So I think it's a combination of those things. And again, being like, it's very easy to look at the last game and everything is sort of has a different magnitude of that, because you remember that, but we have to zoom out a little bit and we have to see that what we're developing, what we're building, and we need to regroup and go again against Seattle. That's going to be a tough away game.
Adrian, yeah.
Kennedy spoke a little bit about balancing, individuals with the team as far as blaming each other. How do you balance that as a coach, trying to call upon specific individuals to maybe perform better while also asking the team to?
Well, I think in general we win as a team, we lose as a team. But within the team, it starts with me basically. It's individual decisions, and all of us individuals, we contribute for the team, for the good and for the bad at some times. And it's really important that we're good individual feedback, so we keep accountable. I think that's winning mentality to be able to do that, and because what everybody is doing in the team, it matters. The moment it doesn't matter what individuals do, the moment you can hide behind the collective, that I think is a dangerous culture. So it's really important. Everything we do is team first, but everything we do is one individual doing it, and that's sometimes where you have to put the feedback, because you can't say we as a team we do this, but reality is maybe 10 individuals at the same time do this. But then we address it individually because we know it's important for the kind of team we want to be. So team first is the mentality, but to get there and improve, I think we have to be quite individual in our feedback, of course.
Yeah, right here.
Hi, my name is Conrad. So just looking forward to the rest of the season, what's like your guys' ultimate goal for the rest of the season?
To play every game as good as possible, to prepare for every opponent, to play every game as good as possible, and to keep our focus for the next game. Now it's Seattle, and that's where we need to keep our focus, and we're not going to get carried away from that.
We'll take Fernando online and then Amor. Fernando, go ahead.
Hi, Jonas. What was your, I know against Angel City your message was we need to wake up, we need to keep this going. What was your message tonight when you gathered the team after the match?
That I think it was a good effort to try and get in the result at the end of the game. I think the team was brave, was going forward. We really tried our best to get a goal and a result together with the fans, of course. That was incredible for us, and that was almost there, but our emotions can't go externally, because we have to look to ourselves, and there are many things we can do better in this game here, and that's where our focus needs to be, so we don't carry away and think we are unlucky or it's someone else's fault that we don't get a result, because there are tons of things that we can do better, and that's where our focus needs to be on. That's for the players and the team, but it's also true for me, so we all need to have that approach.
Amor?
And then last one.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Fernando, and then Amor.
Last one for me. In the last 3 or 4 matches that you've had at home, you've told us after the match, you felt like the other team kicked up their intensity in the second half. They played differently than the first half and made adjustments. Did you feel like that kind of happened today, that Louisville kind of kicked it up a notch in the second half?
No, but I think we get into a period before the goal that is really not good for us, where it's 2 very stretched teams that play soccer against each other, and there's only one team that's going to have advantage on that with the playing style, and that's Louisville. So we have a period there where we don't get the game to where it should be. It's not because Louisville changes anything, it's because we get into that period of the game and we don't control it the way we should.
Take last question from Amor.
Hi, Coach. If I'm not wrong, you have 4 matches in a row at home without a win, and it's easy to ask what happened, but it's not that. What to say to the people that comes and expect to celebrate with you, but now you have like 4 games in a row without that, and what to say to them to come back again and cheer for you and try to help you to win?
That's the beauty of when you're playing in a very competitive league is, of course, there's no guarantees. If you want to have a guaranteed ending, you go to the movies. It's gonna end the same way every time, and it's nice. Some people like to do that. Some people like to go and see the same movie many times. It's not really for me. A part of when you come and you invest in a team and doing here is also the unpredictability. You are not guaranteed a result. There's no one that is entitled to a result. I'm not, the players are not, neither are the fans. But together we can create an environment that gives us a result. And that gives us an atmosphere where we can be proud over that in the way that we are representing San Diego. So if you want to go here and be guaranteed of a result, I'm sorry, it's not the right environment to go to the games. But if you want to go and invest and you follow the team, and we're gonna go through the highs and the lows together, this is what it's all about. And the fans, they're incredible. There's such a big motivation of us trying to do our absolute very best in preparation during the games in order to try and get the result. And of course we're not happy we're not winning at all. We want to do that. We want to do it for ourselves, for the club, for the owners, but also for the fans. Of course we want to do that. So my message to them is, invest in us. Keep coming back. We need you. And together we can achieve it.
Thank you for your question, and thank you, Jonas. Thank you. We will make sure, we'll take some questions from the Zoom afterwards, but we'll take a couple from in the room, and Tony, if you'd like to kick off.
Hi, thank you for your time. Could you both just take us through the game, which is a little bit difficult, especially on the offensive side, just a low block they were having, and just the difficulty in really stopping the breakaways towards the end on defense as well?
Yeah, I think they played how they wanted to play. They wanted to make it a very physical, transitional game, and we knew that going into it, but I think we just weren't up to our standards today. We wanted to make the game a possession-based game. We wanted to create chances and go forward, and we were able to do it at times, but I don't think it was up to our standards. So we know where we have to grow, and we're just going to learn from it and take it into the game on Friday.
Hi, my name is Conrad from Seattle. It's my first time doing the credential, but my question to you is, what's one lesson that you have learned from this game that you will do better for the next time?
Yeah, I think it's just figuring out how to still play our game even when teams do everything they can to make us play what they want to play. And then just finishing our chances when we can. If we're not going to have many, I think just finishing the ones that we have is important.
Yeah, I think adding on top of that, they had like a few chances and they were able to put one away. So as best as we can, being locked in on that defensive transition, I think with any team, that'll be a really good place for us to focus on going forward, for sure.
Thanks so much.
Hello. So right now, top of the league, it's really tight between 4 or 5 teams, even more. How is the team managing that pressure that keeps increasing because the teams are not giving away any points? And has Jonas been talking to you about that? Like, how has it been for, like, mentality-wise on how to manage that pressure?
Yeah, I think it's obviously a really competitive league, and every team you face is going to be a hard game. There are no easy games, so I think we talk a lot about how can we get the most points. Every point matters, and especially when we're at home, we want to try to take the 3 points. So I think just that mentality of being scrappy when you have to and being the hardest working team to take the points.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hi, as a professional, as a person, what has to be the mindset on this kind of situation where you keep trying and trying with different objectives, different styles of play, and still no goal for this side? I know that you both did a really good game, but what has to be the next mindset for the upcoming games?
Yeah, I think it's just a matter of being persistent. Like we're creating really good chances. We weren't able to put in the back of the net today, but if we stick to our principles and execute it better than we did today, I think we have a really good chance of putting more goals away and putting more teams away at the end of the day. So I don't think it's a time to panic. We just need to stick to what we know and keep being persistent, and goals are going to come eventually for sure.
Fernando on the Zoom will take your question.
Hi, what was Jonas's message to you guys? I saw he gathered you guys after the game and he kind of circled you guys around. What was his message to you guys? I know after Angel City it was, hey, we need to wake up, we need to keep it going. What was the message tonight?
I think his biggest thing was that we need to stay together. Like we win games as a team, we lose games as a team, but we need to stick together. It's not a time to go inward and kind of blame each other. Ultimately, we lost as a team today, and we know that every one of us can be better individually, and we can be a lot better as a collective. So I think we have a really quick turnaround, so as much as we can stick together, get individually prepared for what we need on Friday, will put us in the best spot going forward.
Thank you. Anyone else in the room? Oh yeah, we'll wrap it up.
Yeah, despite the loss, today was Pride Night and there was a lot of support there. Can you just talk a little bit about the club's connection to that community and how nice it was to see that support on display today?
It's incredible. I mean, I think I'm biased, but we have the best fans in the country, and to be able to have a community like that rally around us and for us to give back in whatever way we can to the LGBTQ plus community is exciting, and it's a really cool opportunity that I don't think every club in this league has. So we're super grateful for them, and all of the support and energy that they brought tonight, it ultimately propels us. So we're gonna do what we need to do to get a win at home on September 7th.
Awesome. Thank you guys. We'll have Jonas